So Chelsea 2, Arsenal 4. Yes, 4. We have scored 4 goals in one game and at Stamford Bridge. Mikel Arteta was waiting for the trophy to come out. The open top bus parade is scheduled for next weekend. Top Gooners are telling me I'm in the mud. Jez has actually put on a proper Arsenal shirt, the best Arsenal shirt ever made. It is the original, not the remake. Back when we won the league, losing one game, ironically, to Chelsea. but after 3 straight losses, we've stopped the rot. Eddie Nketiah has topped up his phone. He's now on contract. And we beat Chelsea 4-2. Jez, we've now got him for another year, right?
All day long, if not longer. Thanks, Thomas Tuchel. Done us a big favour tonight. Honestly, it's a great result. Don't get me wrong. Great
performance
result
as well.
To go to down the bridge and win like that. I always want to. I always want to see Arsenal win, but I thought Chelsea were pretty poor tonight. Defensively, I think probably that's one of their chatting to him. I've been chatting to one of my mates on Insta, and he was saying that's probably the worst display as a Chelsea defence, or one of the worst defensive displays he's seen this year. Now, we found our striker, Nketiah.
Line him up.
I mean, that guy is world class.
Mate, Fox in the box.
But, Ian Wright settings. But
yeah, the next Ian Wright, mate. The audacity of the guy, by the way, right? When he gets put clean through to then go and put his arm on their corner flag and cup their. Oh my days! He's changed the culture. The culture change at this club is insane, mate. Yeah, we're now bantering and shithousing our way when the guy scores his first goal all season, and it's our first away goal in open play from any of our strikers all season after 33 games.
Yeah,
it's changed the culture, Jez. Yeah, we're in the mud, mate. That's why you look so young for your age and why I look so young for my age. We're bathing in mud, mate.
Oh, we're all day. I've been doing it all season. I've been putting mud pies in my face.
The mud mask.
Yeah, the wife does it every Saturday for me. But, and we've fixed our defence. But we have conceded the same amount of goals as we did last season.
Oh.
But
no Bellerin, no Leno, no Kolasinac, no David Luiz.
We fixed the defence, Lee.
It's fixed.
So let's not panic. And Saturday we've got Man United, another team in as much shit as we are. And we always know Arsenal, Man United games are always a fight. They're always a battle. But getting back to tonight's game, it was a good display. El Neni. Now, ironically, last night I did an interview with Gracie May on my channel, and I asked her the question: do you think it's time Arsenal mixed it up? Would you put El Neni in midfield? I actually said, and I'm not lying because anybody can go and watch it, I said he will inject this midfield.
Fact.
And my God, did he today?
He was superb, mate. The thing with him is, like, anyone who watches this channel on a regular, I've never cussed that guy. I've just said he ain't good enough to take us where we want to go. The one thing you get from him is he's not above his station like Granit Xhaka. He knows what he's good at and what he's bad at, and he keeps it simple. And football's a simple game. You get the ball. You're not the greatest player, so you give it to someone technically gifted and better. You get the ball, you shift it. Without the ball, you stay goal side, shirt tight. That's it. That guy done that all night. I thought he was quality, man. He was man of the match for me. I thought he was super.
And mine all day long. I mean, some of his slide passes, 30, 40-yard passes were brilliant.
Ozil-esque.
Brilliant. Sorry?
Are you saying Ozil? Well, maybe he's the creative
spark. No. I didn't say Ozil.
No, I was winding you up. No, maybe he's the creative spark we've been missing, Jez, because the creative spark who got the assist for Smith Rowe's goal has actually only created 5 big chances all season, which is level with Dan James and Kyle Walker-Peters. I don't know.
What can you say?
It summed it up with Odegaard, by the way. I actually thought Odegaard didn't do too bad tonight, but I'm taking the piss. But as soon as we kicked off the game in the first half, he kicked it straight back from kickoff, straight to the goalkeeper. I just started laughing. I was like, this guy passes backwards. It's on the website, on the Premier League website. The guy statistically passes backwards more than forwards. But I actually thought he'd done all right tonight. And I thought that it showed that Chelsea have kind of, they're not on the beach, but it was a case of, they left Thiago Silva on the bench. Kovacic is injured. Yeah, they could have played Kai Havertz. He's in good form. They didn't. Yeah, Werner, I thought, was superb. Yeah, he had Ben White on toast all night.
Yeah.
Lukaku, I was shocked they took him off, even though I don't think he played great. He was bringing Mason Mount into the game. He was bringing Werner into the game. Yeah, he offers something different. But then when they brought on Kai Havertz, it was like, that was the end of that. It was kind of acceptance that they ain't coming back into the game. I want to ask you this as well, because I asked Kenny this. At the end of the game, did you see Aspilicueta going up to the fan crowd? What did you make of that? Because the fan was giving it, where was the fight tonight? You're the captain of the club. And let's be real here. He has been a brilliant, brilliant Premier League defender. One of the best, right? He's won everything with Chelsea. He was captain tonight. He gave away a penalty. Some people say it was soft. I thought it was a little bit soft. But fair play to Saka. He brought the penalty. Yeah, there was contact. He well done, right? Great finish as well for the penalty.
Yeah,
but what did you make of that? Because I asked Kenny, Ola said on the stream, he said, that shows the levels, man. He goes, that's one of their best ever fucking players. Yeah, and it is one of their best ever players. Yeah, one of the best defenders we're ever going to see in this league or in English football. He's won everything. He had a bit of a bad game. Yeah, he scored, but he had a bad game tonight. And their fans are standing there going, where was the fight? Yeah. That's the standards, right? What did you make of it?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, that is a standard of a typical Chelsea fan. They accept, they don't accept under par performances. And unfortunately, the Arsenal fan base do. And it proved it on your phone-in tonight. And that fan obviously was seriously upset. I think the player, he was pissed off. I think he knew himself that he hadn't had a great game and that Chelsea had underperformed. They'd let themselves down. So he's probably fuming himself. He sees a player say, where's the fight tonight? You know, what are you doing? And he's gone over, confronted him, and they've had a debate. You can obviously see there's some discussion going on. And the fan goes, all right, fair play. And but that is the difference with Chelsea. The Chelsea fans accept nothing less than 100%. And that's how it should be. That's how our fans should be. You know, the fact we got stuffed at Palace, we got done by Brighton, yet we accept it. Well, I don't personally, but there's a lot of fans, unfortunately, in our fan base will take that and say, well, yeah, okay, well, we can get away with it, blah, blah. It's bollocks. I don't expect to accept mediocrity. You know, I expect Arsenal. I know it's unrealistic, but I expect Arsenal to win every bloody game, or at least try.
And that's the thing, Jez, right? People say that we have unrealistic expectations of this football club. Yeah, I see people in the chat saying that you expect us to go from 0 to here real quick and win a title. Yeah, I see it in the chat tonight. I've seen it all season. Right? People sit there and say, "Oh, but after the first 3 games, I didn't expect us to be here." Well, what about the last 3 games then? Where do you expect us to be after the last 3? Because the way you lot are now singing and puffing your chests out again, you're saying 3 games at the start of the season, yeah, you didn't expect us to be 5th or 4th, right? But then when we are 4th with 3 in hand, we then go and lose them 3 games, yeah, and you all disappear. We go and beat Chelsea and all of a sudden your chests are out again. Wow. What's the difference between them 3 games and the first 3 games of the season? Because if you didn't expect us to be where we are after the first 3, why are you now suddenly puffing your chests out after the last 3 before tonight? Yeah, because surely it's the same shit, right? And this is what I find funny. The levels at this football club is 4th is a trophy. You see tonight, the two lads that came on my
Yeah.
end of my watch along, they're like 15 years old. It's trying to educate me and Ola on Arsenal Football Club. No disrespect to them, yeah? They both bounced real quick. And listen, big up to them. They put their face on camera. Most of the other dickheads that come in my chat don't. Yeah, so they had the balls to do it. But at the same time, that is the Arsenal fan base. Yeah, I just done a fan cam with Kenny Ken. Yeah, and you've got the lad, I can't remember, Stricto. Yeah, Chelsea get battered everywhere they go. Can somebody tell him that the current Champions League holders?
Yeah.
Yeah. They didn't get battered in that campaign, did they? And it's like, come on, man. Like, the fact of reality is, it's all great having banter with rival fans. The fact that our fans are getting so hype and gassed about Chelsea and we beating them again, I think they've beaten us 1 out of 6. The fact that we get so hype about it is because it's not a regular occurrence, right? And everyone's getting their chest out. They see Tottenham, and I know you do as well, Jez, and I get it, yeah, right? Tottenham is the rival. Oh, yeah, look at the scenes at Southampton with our fans jumping around before kickoff, yeah, right? And then we go and lose. The fact that we've jumped for joy tonight over beating Chelsea shows you that there is more of a rivalry for me with Chelsea because it means more beating them than it does beating Tottenham. And the reason that is because they're up here, we're down here, and Tottenham are down here. Yeah,
I get it.
But I get why we're rivals. I know the history. I know, you know that, yeah, right? And I'm not dissing you for saying that they are. For me, personally, they're next door neighbours. They're just the mouthy little neighbours next door, yeah, that don't win fuck all. So for me, it's like raise the bar to the point where you've got a 50-odd-year-old Chelsea fan having a go at one of his best ever players he's ever seen at his football club, who was captain tonight, who scored and gave a penalty away, and saying, where's the fight? Yeah? To the point where the player went over and snapped, and that's the standards. You've got Granit Xhaka coming out saying, oh, yeah, well, you know, I want to have a connection with the fans. Oh, the fans, oh, this. And they have a go at everything. I'm not the only player that gets red cards. Yeah. Oh, they boo, they jeer, they do this. Go and ask Sergio Ramos what it's like to play for Real Madrid, mate, when they got the white hankies out.
Yeah.
Go and ask Messi what it's like to be booed by PSG fans. Yeah. Go and ask Bas Dost what it's like to be punched up by Sporting Lisbon fans at the training ground who rocked up. Yeah. Go and ask Napoli fans what it's like, yeah, to have to hide your fucking wives and children because the ultras are going to kidnap you. Yeah. Like, come on. Yeah. Weak mentality.
I think just to say what I'd say about the Tottenham Arsenal rivalry, it's not so much nowadays football. Back in the day, it was the fact you had Arsenal and Tottenham within literally a mile and a half of each other. So that it was the environment you grew up in. Certainly for me, was that it was Arsenal, Tottenham, and that's how it was. Because White Hart Lane was, you could literally see it from bloody Highbury and everything else like that. So that is the rivalry. I totally agree, and I totally get what you're saying. The biggest rivals we have in London football per se for trophies is Chelsea. I get that.
Yeah, I get it for you because you've lived it, you've breathed it, you've grown up in the area, you've lived in the area, your history, your family, the street right opposite. Yeah, so growing up, everyone was Arsenal in that area. Everyone's Tottenham there, and then there was a little intertwining. So it was mad like that. Now, and I've never lived in London, yeah, but the way it's gone now, it's just fashionable. Oh, let's laugh at Tottenham. We'll say they're irrelevant. They're that irrelevant. Our fans cheered in the ground against Southampton like it was us winning the league. Only to go and lose 90 minutes later. Yeah. And it's like, come on. But anyway, listen, we could go on forever. We're going to do player ratings. I've got 2 more fan cams to do. Make sure you go and check out my fan cam, check out Kenny Ken's fan cam. Matt and Brandon are coming up real quick as well. And then we're going to do player ratings. So listen, make sure you subscribe to Jez's channel, Arsenal History and More. Yeah. You might actually fucking learn something. We're out of here. I'll take her out.